weekend for the Kvapil family, and we will talk to Travis Kvapil about his son's accomplishments. And we'll check in with Kaiden Honeycutt on his busy weekend, which included a Cars Pro Late Model win. Stay tuned. Cars Tour Weekly, presented by 5-Star Race Car Bodies, is next. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Cars Tour Weekly, presented by 5-Star Race Car Bodies. I'm Jess Ballard, joined by JD Boucher. And JD, it looked like the perfect weekend at Caraway to put a bow on the 2023 season.
It was. It was a beautiful day. It started out a little crisp, but it quickly warmed up. It was quite warm on top of the hauler. And it was. It was a beautiful day. It was pretty calm and don't want to say it was uneventful, but it was pretty calm and everything rolled pretty smoothly.
Yeah, solid finish to the 2023 season. Well, we're glad to have 5-Star Race Car Bodies as this week's Cars Tour Weekly sponsor. Dirt or pavement, late models to street stocks, and everything in between, 5-Star Race Car Bodies are the folks to talk to if you are in the market for a new body or body parts. It's time now to take a break, but when we come back, we are going to talk to Travis Kvapil about his son's history-making weekend as Carson and Kaiden swept the Cars Tour titles. You're watching Cars Tour Weekly, presented by 5-Star Race Car Bodies.
What creates a winning combination? Quality, focus, discipline, and most importantly, speed. At Pepperjack Kennels, we provide exceptional water and land training services for hardworking retrievers. From leading in the field to leading on the track, together we establish winning dogs and a winning team. Devoted to retrievers and motorsports, we are Pepperjack Kennels. Visit us online to learn more.
HMS Motorsport is the leader in motorsport safety, providing the most advanced driver safety products to NASCAR, IndyCar, sprint cars, and sports cars drivers. From grassroots to professional racers, HMS Motorsport has over 25 years' experience outfitting drivers with the best gear on the market. Equipped with first-hand product knowledge, our experts are ready to help you select the best harness belts, seats, head restraints, helmets, and racing attire for your type of racing. HMS is even the exclusive importer for Schroed belts, Schubert helmets, and Valero base layers. Visit one of our stores in Mooresville, North Carolina, or Danvers, Massachusetts, or check us online at hmsmotorsport.com, where you can learn the details of our products and order online. Safety starts here.
5-Star Bodies, the most advanced bodies on the market, aerodynamically engineered, manufactured from the highest grade and lightest weight materials, tested tough for optimum performance. The highest quality and most durable products you'll find anywhere. Our products help racers around the world reach victory lane. Winning never looked so good. Faster, lighter, stronger, better. 5-Star.
It's the crown jewel of American short track racing, the 56th annual Snowball Derby, Sunday, December 3rd at Five Flags Speedway. For 56 years, Pensacola's Snowball Derby has showcased racing's modern-day legends and legends yet to be made in a 300-lap showdown of guts and glory. The most prestigious short track race in America, the 56th annual Snowball Derby at Five Flags Speedway. For information, visit snowballderby.com. Legends start here.
Welcome back to Cars Tour Weekly, presented by 5-Star Race Car Bodies. Jess and JD with you here, and we are joined now by Travis Kvapil, father of Kaiden and Carson Kvapil, who are your two Cars Tour Late Model Stock and Pro Late Model champions for 2023. Travis, I'm sure you're crazy busy right now, but I appreciate you making the time to join us.
Oh, it's absolutely my pleasure. Just normal stuff, trying to get Snowball Derby cars ready and our hauler and new tires on it and stuff like that. So it's just a normal day. It's just getting ready to go racing.
That's right. It doesn't end. And this is so cool for us to talk to you. Of course, we talked to both of the boys on the show at some point this season. I think even multiple times.
Regularly.
Actually. Yeah. And but it's going to be really cool to hear from you. Obviously, you've got to be so proud. Tell us Was there a point in the season where you realized that it may be a possibility, a reality, to have both of your sons win a Cars Tour championship in the same year?
Yeah, for sure. It's funny because I was just talking to somebody about this the other day. Um, it really didn't even dawn on me until maybe like a month ago. And I was like, wow, we can actually win both these championships. It wasn't, I don't know why it never was a thought. I just think we started the year and you start racing and you're in that grind of to the next one and testing and trying to get better. And you didn't really think about it, until things I could see they were starting to line up, like a month ago. It's at that point it was like, wow, that's really cool, on a personal level. I don't know if we did anything, we didn't do anything different or we didn't change our approach, but it's just personally for me and our family, what a neat set of circumstances. The brothers are racing in the same tour but in different divisions, and to be able to pull it off, I just a lot of things went our way. Definitely had a lot of hard work and preparation by both teams along the way to get there, but it's pretty cool. I just give the boys a lot of credit. They raced hard week in, week out, and as a group, and we were all able to get it done.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Like, you have to be like the proudest father in the world right now. It's super cool. But I got to know, you a Rockford Speedway alum, you're a veteran racer yourself. Yeah. What did you do to groom the boys growing up to prepare them for this? I mean, you got to have done something. You've learned something along the way that you've passed on to these two, and they're making it happen.
Well, apparently there's some good genes in the wife's side. I think. I don't know. I had a lot of success in my racing career, but I've told everybody for a long time, both these boys are way better than me, and I'm really happy with that. But all joking aside, it starts so long ago. This isn't just something that I'm sure you guys understand didn't just happen in the last 9 months here. This is 10, 12 years ago. You start bringing them to the, well, I tell everybody they grew up at the racetrack. When I was driving in the truck series or the cup series, they were tagging along on Saturdays or Sundays and sitting on the pit boxes, sitting in the spotter stand, hanging out at MRO with all the other, drivers' kids. And it's all they knew. It's all they grew up around. They're going to the racetrack every week. And as they got older, we started watching, Bandolero races, legend car races at Charlotte, Concord, just trying to see if there was any interest there. Definitely didn't try to push it, but, and for a while there was no interest for the boys to race themselves. And then once once that interest sparked inside Carson first, that's been no turning back since for the last 13, 14 years or so. And we've been 100% wide open racing week in and week out and all over the country, different types of cars from dirt to, asphalt to road courses. And it's just been a really chaotic last 6 or 7 years in particular. But when you see them have success and win races and just see them grow up as young men as well, I just couldn't be any more proud than, of them and what they're doing and what they're achieving. It's I get a lot of gratification seeing their successes, more so than I feel like I ever did in any of my own.
Yeah, wow. And JD and I were talking about something totally different off the air, just about how this sport is very humbling. There's a lot of lows, there's a lot of highs, there's a lot of peaks, but it's hard. Funding is such a big aspect. The competition is so tight these days that a lot of times you got to have a darn near perfect day to capitalize and win and to be able to do it as a family. And I saw that picture of both cars on the front stretch and all of you guys in one photo. What would you describe? I would think that standing there taking that picture, it kind of makes you like take a deep breath and say, oh, well, all those really hard nights, long nights in the shop, lows were worth it? What if you had to describe the emotion you were feeling during that photo, what would you say?
Oh gosh, just uh I mean, proud isn't even the right word. Satisfied isn't, it's just,
Yeah.
there's so many. I'm not a big, touchy feely, lovey type of personality, and I think both, it's kind of funny. I know both boys, if you talk to them after the race, none of us were happy. They didn't, Kaiden ran great, ran second, but we were not happy. Carson didn't have a great finish, and we were definitely not happy with the 8 bunch. But it took me until about that photo to realize, you know what, man, this is pretty darn cool. I don't know if any other chance we'll get this opportunity, or how many families would ever get this opportunity. I took those 5 or 10 minutes and just really cherished it. Told the boys how overly proud of them I was and what they accomplished, and just an immense feeling of pride, definitely joy. And I will say I definitely I could feel it welling up a little bit, the tears, just barely. But I held them off, and just to capture those moments, and those are special times. I know we'll all look back on down the road and just cherish forever.
Gosh, yeah, and man, I am just, it's such a feel good story.
Awesome.
And I'm so happy for you guys, and like you said, there's no off season. Okay, sounds like you guys are already on to the Snowball Derby. So
Yeah.
we will be seeing you guys down there in Pensacola in December. I'll let you guys get back to it, get to preparing, and I really appreciate you taking the time to tell us about this special moment.
Well, thanks for having me. It's very special what we were all able to achieve this season. I just want to thank Highlands Motorsports and Junior Motorsports and all the sponsors behind the boys for all the years, not just this year, but all the years in the past, and what we've been able to accomplish. I appreciate you guys having me on. Let me talk about it. And you're right. We woke up Sunday and we were in the shop Sunday working on Derby cars. So
Love it.
Yeah.
There's no time for letting off the gas pedal. We're full steam ahead to the next one.
Love it. Well, thanks, Travis, and congratulations to you and your entire family on a great season.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Coming up next, we are going to break down the North-South Shootout with highlights from Caraway, and Cars Tour Weekly presented by 5-Star Race Car Bodies. We'll be back right after this quick break.
This is Racing America, the biggest stars.
I enjoyed it. I felt good out there. I would love to come here and race.
And the inside info.
This is the T-bar setup. This clips into the bottom of the cam lock.
The only fast channel powered by the NASCAR Cup team owners who know all about speed.
How am I even going to drive for 3.5 hours without having a radio in the car?
The most NASCAR team content anywhere. Climb on board.
5-Star Bodies, the most advanced bodies on the market. Aerodynamically engineered, manufactured from the highest grade and lightest weight materials. Tested tough for optimum performance. The highest quality and most durable products you'll find anywhere. Our products help racers around the world reach victory lane. Winning never looked so good. Faster, lighter, stronger, better. 5-Star.
Builders ready?
Yep. Good deep breath. Yep. Breathe. Full pack on that side.
Build these racing engines, fire them up, get that sound, get that smell. It's a fun 2 days.
Oh yeah, we're good. We're good.
What creates a winning combination? Quality, focus, discipline, and most importantly, speed. At Pepperjack Kennels, we provide exceptional water and land training services for hardworking retrievers. From leading in the field to leading on the track, Together, we establish winning dogs and a winning team. Devoted to retrievers and motorsports, we are Pepperjack Kennels. Visit us online to learn more.
Welcome back to Cars Tour Weekly, presented by 5-Star Race Car Bodies. Jess and JD back with you again today. And JD, like we mentioned earlier, it just looked like a beautiful, beautiful day at Caraway and a great day with lots of energy surrounding the event.
It was a great day. I had fun. I know everybody else did too. It was a beautiful day. I feel like everybody left for the most part, pretty happy with the day. I mean, no better way to cap off a season, right?
Yeah, and we're going to talk about it here in a little bit in the highlights, but Butterbean, even he had a solid day. He mathematically was still in the championship possibility.
Positions.
Yeah, and
if Kvapil was 2 positions back, it would have been Butterbean. Yeah, it was cool.
And so it even seemed like he was still, left the racetrack, happy and satisfied.
He was. Those guys were all so happy. They are just a great group of people, so positive. And they really enjoyed winning the race and just basically dominating, especially after they had that axle break in practice.
All right, then let's look at some highlights of the Cars Pro Late models from Caraway. By taking the green flag, Kaiden Kvapil clinched the championship and would jump out into the lead over George Phillips.
The caution waved with 50 laps to go after an incident in Turn 1 that collected Corey Casagrande and Rusty Skews. Back underway, Kaiden Honeycutt made his way to the front after starting last and made the pass for the lead over Kvapil.
Honeycutt leads the rest of the way for his first career pro late model win over Kvapil and Jimmy Renfrew Jr.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed with Kaiden Honeycutt. I mean, he literally ran like 4 races in 24 hours. So anybody that can do that, that's pretty awesome. And to come out and win one. And he also got the ARCA West Owners Championship, I believe, as well. So that's pretty cool.
Next up, it was time for the Cars late model stock cars, and Butterbean Queen needed the equivalent of a walk-off homer to wrestle the championship away from Carson Kvapil.
It would be no cakewalk for sure, as Kvapil started outside the top 10, and his competitors would make him work for it. Several close calls for Kvapil throughout the day, especially on restarts.
Butterbean does everything he can possible to grab the championship, starting on the pole, leading every lap and taking the win. But Kvapil had just enough to make it 2 straight Cars Tour late model stock titles.
2 positions decided that. That's pretty cool. I mean, where else can you see that really like that?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I mean, we love when a championship really does, for the fans to come down to that last race in the season. So that was very exciting. And we're going to talk to Pro Late Model winner Kaiden Honeycutt after an impressive weekend at Phoenix and Caraway. More Cars Tour Weekly after these messages.
It's the crown jewel of American short track racing, the 56th Annual Snowball Derby, Sunday, December 3rd at Five Flags Speedway. For 56 years, Pensacola's Snowball Derby has showcased racing's modern-day legends and legends yet to be made in a 300-lap showdown of guts and glory. The most prestigious short track race in America, the 56th Annual Snowball Derby at Five Flags Speedway. For information, visit snowballderby.com. Legends start here.
Get up on your feet, race fans.
Can you believe it? Right now, racing, in my opinion, is as healthy as it's been in the last 15 to 20 years.
Just wanted to make that first lap.
SRI Performance and Stock Car Steel are your all-inclusive motorsports warehouses with more than 450 product lines. They have everything to put you in victory lane, from professional racing to street performance. SRI and Stock Car Steel have you covered with leading brands as well as a large selection of steel, aluminum, and plastics. With locations in North Carolina and Indiana, access has never been easier. SRI has the world's largest inventory of used parts. SRI Performance and Stock Car Steel and Aluminum, your one-stop shops for everything racing.
Builders ready?
Yep. Good deep breath, yep, breathe.
Full pack on that side.
Build these racing engines, fire them up, get that sound, get that smell. It's a fun 2 days.
Oh yeah, we're good. We're good.
Welcome back to Cars Tour Weekly, presented by 5-Star Race Car Bodies. We are joined now by this Saturday's Pro Late Model winner, Kaiden Honeycutt. Kaiden, thanks for joining us today.
Oh, no problem. I'm recovered and I'm good and I'm ready to talk about it.
Yeah, well, let's start there. You not only were the winner in the Pro Late Model portion of the weekend, but you had a crazy weekend overall. Take us through your schedule, your race schedule, start to finish.
Well, let's see. So we had to test both these cars, the late model stock and pro late model, on Wednesday for a couple hours. The time that we had, the track was available for. So we got about maybe 3 hours total with both cars combined within those 3 hours.
And that was at Caraway?
That was at Caraway.
Okay.
And then on Thursday, I got up at, I believe, 5:30 in the morning and then got to Phoenix. We had practice for the truck series first at 5 o'clock Pacific time. And then went 10 minutes right after the truck practice, went right to the ARCA car, practiced the ARCA car for, I think, about 45 minutes. And then we had a 10-minute break, and then we qualified right after that. Ended up qualifying fourth for the ARCA car, which I thought was really respectively good, considering I messed it up. And the next day, the first thing we did was ARCA. The ARCA race was at 11:45, I believe. The most eventful race I think we've ever had all season, and it was the worst time for that to happen. But we still finished top 10 and got an owner's title. That's really all we were really shooting forward to, not do anything out of the ordinary, nothing fancy, and make sure we just clinched that. It was really cool because for the amount of time that Steve McGowan and Bruce have been doing this as a team, it's been 17. They have not won a championship ever since they started, and they've done this for 17 years. So to win an owner's title for Mr. McGowan and MMI was awesome. So that was that. And then the truck race, actually we qualified the truck at 3 o'clock, raced the truck at 7 o'clock. I think in the most eventful race I've ever been a part of in my life, 3 hours went by and I landed, we took off at maybe 11:30 or something like that at night. And then we got to Statesville, North Carolina on the red eye at 9 a.m. And the lady told me we were going to get there at 4:45 in the morning. So I was like, oh, well, I can go home and, take a nap for a little bit. No, the nap, I woke up 20 minutes before the flight. The sun was all the way in the air. So I was like, oh, yeah, I'm not going home. So 9 o'clock came around, went straight from there to Caraway, got there about 11 o'clock, and then went and raced those two races. So it was the most eventful thing I've ever done in my life, but I would not have changed it for the world and for the opportunities I had from all the parties around to be able to make that happen.
That's definitely eventful. At this point, it sounds like you're almost ready to do an Indy 500 and a Coke 600. You're already primed and ready to go.
Yeah, not quite, but maybe that will happen.
You're on the way,
day.
definitely.
Yeah, I'll try. Hopefully so.
Now, you drove for Tyler Young this weekend in the truck race. Can we expect to see more of you with Tyler next season in 2024?
Well, right now we're working on everything that we can get our hands on at the moment. Right now, it's almost not even saying a waiting game. We're working on stuff right now for next year. I'd love to run for him. I'd love to run for anybody right now. So, we're gonna have our stuff out pretty soon. I would hope in the next 3 to 4 weeks. Everything will be set in stone for next year for 24, and we'll be able to put that stuff out. And I'm really excited for what we have planned, hoping that it does work out. But you never know. We just have to keep our options open and keep on just going about how we're doing it at the moment.
Well, I know how much goes into pulling these deals together at the grassroots level even, but especially in ARCA and trucks, and to be able to be running all these series, you've got to have a lot of people behind you and a lot of people believing in you. And I think that's just a testament to the driver that you are. And obviously, it seems like your goals are to continue to move up the ladder, are you going to be doing less short track racing next year, the same amount? Where can we expect you in the grassroots level?
I definitely will be racing late models next year. I don't plan on doing anything Xfinity wise for next year, just because obviously don't have the sponsorship and funding for that. But I do plan to do truck racing next year. But I do plan to run a lot of the Cars Tour schedule as much as it will allow me. So pretty much every weekend I'm not doing the truck series. I will be running in the Cars Tour and most likely a late model stock, and maybe a pro late model here, maybe pull double here and there every other weekend. But right now, hopefully, with the way the truck series schedule is already out, so now I'm just waiting on the 24 schedule and be able to for the Cars Tour and be able to correlate that and see what I can do. So definitely do plan on running late model races. It's just because it's the most competitive thing in the country. And I don't think anybody can argue that late model stock racing is just the hardest red nose racing there ever will be. So any opportunity I can to take that and build my racecraft and be a better race car driver and win in that series, it brings my confidence level up, and it continues to drive me to be better every week, no matter what I'm in. So I definitely will not race it. So I will definitely be in it for as much as I can.
Yeah, there's definitely no slouches in the late model stock series. I mean, everybody's so bunched together. But you've done a lot of cool things this year. You've got to have a lot of cool experiences. What stands out to you? What is the highlight of the 2023 season for you, sir?
Well, I would definitely say, even if it is a pro late model, doing what we did this weekend in the Pro Series is unbelievable, of not qualifying, not practicing for 2 days like everybody else did, and literally practicing for maybe an hour and a half in the car, and be able to take it from last and win with it, I think is one of the coolest moments this year. Obviously, and also running for Bruce and Steve McGowan, I've never had a big stock car win. Besides late models, I don't really count that as a big car, either an ARCA car or a truck. I have not won a race yet, and be able to win in the ARCA car at Roseville was definitely a cool moment for me, and then backing it up at Madera. So the ARCA wins were awesome. Definitely a big standout for me this year, as well as running this weekend as well is the three biggest highlights of the season for sure.
Well, Kaiden, congratulations on a great season, a very impressive weekend, and of course that pro late model win on Saturday at Caraway.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thanks, Kaiden. Well, we're gonna wrap up another episode of Cars Tour Weekly right after this.
What creates a winning combination? Quality, focus, discipline, and most importantly, speed. At Pepperjack Kennels, we provide exceptional water and land training services for hardworking retrievers. From leading in the field to leading on the track, together we establish winning dogs and a winning team. Devoted to retrievers and motorsports, we are Pepperjack Kennels. Visit us online to learn more.
Welcome to Raceface Digital Collectible Cards. Are you a driver or a team looking to expand your brand? Want to connect with your fans, give sponsors more exposure, and earn income from all card sales? Then Raceface Digital has you covered. Digitize your brand with 5 different collectible cards. Enrollment is now open to all drivers and all series. Visit racefacedigital.com today and use invite code RA1.
It's the crown jewel of American short track racing, the 56th Annual Snowball Derby, Sunday, December 3rd at Five Flags Speedway. For 56 years, Pensacola's Snowball Derby has showcased racing's modern-day legends and legends yet to be made in a 300-lap showdown of guts and glory. The most prestigious short track race in America, the 56th Annual Snowball Derby at Five Flags Speedway. For information, visit snowballderby.com. Legends start here.
5-star bodies, the most advanced bodies on the market. Aerodynamically engineered, Manufactured from the highest grade and lightest weight materials. Tested tough for optimum performance. The highest quality and most durable products you'll find anywhere. Our products help racers around the world reach victory lane. Winning never looked so good. Faster, lighter, stronger, better. 5-star.
Thanks for joining us tonight and all year on Cars Tour Weekly, presented by 5-Star Race Car Bodies, located in Twin Lakes, Wisconsin. Whether it's dirt or pavement, it doesn't matter because 5-Star is your one-stop shop for all of your body needs. And JD, I guess it's time to put a season of racing in the books.
Yeah, it was a great season, though. We saw a lot of cool things happen. We saw a lot of really interesting things happen, but I mean, it was a great season all over.
And we want to thank Travis Kvapil and Kaiden Honeycutt for joining us today. And remember, for replays and more, visit racingamerica.tv and be sure to check out our Racing America's 24/7 channel free on connected devices. And don't forget racingamerica.com and all of our social channels for any breaking news from the NASCAR Cup Series to grassroots racing. And stay with Racing America to join Rodney Rodriguez for Dirty Air coming up next. For JD Boucher, I'm Jess Ballard saying thank you and see you again soon on Cars Tour Weekly.